Hiya, I hope you're keeping well. As you can see, I've got a full face of makeup on and I just want to show you a concealer tip that I learned on TikTok this week that I thought was really good. I'm going to use some Bye Bye Under Eye concealer in the shade medium, and I'm going to put loads of concealer on, and the only reason is I'm just going to make this extra dramatic so that you can see it on the video. I'm by no means saying that I would use this much concealer in real life, but I want you to really see the difference of this tip. So it's this guy called Chris Cortez. I'm going to put a link to him if you click the arrow at the top or at the bottom if you're watching on YouTube, and you can just expand this and see the links to everything. Basically, this guy was saying that lots of the time we're encouraged to do a triangle like this under our face, this triangle of light. And he was saying that he actually feels that sometimes that can bring such a build-up of product to the centre of the face, and that he's got this different tip if you're looking to kind of elongate the eye. So what he recommends, I should have said as well, sorry, I'm using a Peaches PC54, just like a small flat brush. He recommends that you take a little triangle in this inner corner. You can see that nothing here is really very neat. And another little triangle at the edge of your face, kind of sloped upwards. And again, I'm putting loads on just so that it's really dramatic on the camera. I'm not saying you need to put this much on. So he said that that lifts and shapes the eye and you're not left with loads of product here, and that he feels that this technique can sometimes feel a bit heavy. Now, everyone's different and everyone has their preferences, of course, but if you're finding that your concealer is feeling a bit heavy, I'd encourage you to just have a little play with these different techniques. So I'm going to buff this in. And I always like to buff a little bit up there because I think lots of discoloration happens in here. And if you tackle that, then often you don't need half as much coverage everywhere else. But anyway, for argument's sake, there's one side, definitely very bright under that eye. There's no denying that. But this side, I'm just going to show you if it was more of a lift that you were looking for. His technique is spot on. And also he said that like this kind of gives a natural contour to the nose if that's the kind of thing that you're looking for. It's a little addition to this side. But also I found when I was having a play with this, because you know me from watching the videos, I'm not a huge concealer person, but it helps to wing out your shadow. And I've blended that out using the IT Cosmetics Effortless Shadow Smudger. But there you go, there's the difference. You've got one side that there is quite a lot of product looking forward on, and another side that's kind of bouncy and luminous and lifted that eye. But as I say, that was this guy called Scott. I'll put his TikTok page here. He is brilliant. He makes really quick, short videos and just says, you know, for example, I watched one last night and he said, if you want to instantly lift your eyes, make sure that the lowest part of your brow is lower than the outer part, which isn't me today. But he said automatically it lifts everything up. It's just really simple, quick tips. I think you'd really like him. But I tried this and it worked really well. While I'm here, actually, I should remember, I actually made this video. Let me just double check. I wrote this down. This was for you, Jenny. You'd said to me that your concealer creases and doesn't last and all of the rest of it. What I would always say with your concealer is set it in place. I'm going in with my Bye Bye Pores powder. I'm using a tiny eyeshadow brush so that I absolutely seal this in. Now I'm only using, you know, a small amount of powder. But when you do powder it, you stop it from melting away, from running away. You seal it into place. And so a really gentle sweep makes the world of difference between that being in any fine lines and that still being there in a few hours' time. But I hope you enjoyed, and I'll be talking to you soon. And this makeup that I've got on today, I should have said, is from a previous video. So just have a look for this hoodie a few videos back and you'll find it. Okay, I'll talk to you soon.